Building a regional security order among the ASEAN members is a great challenge. There are a lot of reasons for that. Now, one of the biggest problems is the geography. The Southeast Asia has been hosting the busiest trade route in the world. From the manufacturers, countries like China, South Korea, Japan and Taiwan, they are producing trillions of goods, and they are selling them to rich countries, nations like in the North America and Europe. And they are also buying raw materials or other goods from the Middle East countries. So this trade route is very important. And if you look at the geography there, the wide groups of islands, different ethnic and social conflicts, vulnerability of outsiders to and resistance to centralized rules are the geographical problems in this region. According to the Asian Development Bank, the region needs $1.5 trillion per annum during the next decade in order to sustain its economic growth momentum. However, even there might be funds that might be created, there are other problems because the governments are mostly centralized to consolidate their own power within their countries. They are very spectacle to the neighboring countries. Therefore, these alliances for the security within the Asian nations cannot be sustained or cannot be developed. What does it mean? Now, let's give an example. The South China Sea is a great example for that. China in 1992 have passed a law that claims almost entire South China Sea that creates a conflict in the region. So in order to solve the problem, China doesn't go to the ASEAN countries to solve this among the members, but what does it do? It creates bilateral discussions in order to solve this problem. Why? China is a big country, big economy, big military. And we know from where, in Europe, Russia is doing the same. Like it creates the business rates with Germany, France, Serbia, Hungary, and in order to create an ambiguity among the EU nations, so that will disrupt taking any decisive action against Russia. China is doing the same. The problem in Russia is that they don't have the sustaining economy, they have a weakening economy, therefore this strategy cannot be sustained. China, however, on the other hand side, have the economy. What does it mean? They can sustain this strategy for a very long time. They have no problem with resources. That's why we see United States is not taking a very quick and decisive actions, but they are having a strategy and they started to build it up. Last month in the US Congress, they have passed a law that creates a budget to Asian countries for the investment purposes. Its purpose and sole purpose is to break the Chinese influence in the region. And we expect that this budget is going to be only more and more by time. China is aware that those regional countries need China as much as China needs them. And while doing so, China would intend to create ambiguity among other nations to create a unified confront against China. So China will insist on having a bilateral relations with the other countries among the ASEAN countries, and it will be most likely the weak countries. Why? Because especially after the pandemic, their economy has been weakened a lot. Because they are very fragile, so we will expect that China will lean on them at first in order to create an ambiguity among the ASEAN countries. Now, that's why US creates the budget in order to help them and break the Chinese influence over there. We should consider it's important for both countries, China and US, to have a full control on the choke points in the region. Why? Because for US, if they will let China or share with China the control of the choke points, it means less trade, less security. Maybe they will have less navy over there, but it means that in return there will be less economic contracts with the American companies and less benefits to American industries. Therefore, they cannot even share or they cannot leave the area to Chinese. So we will expect the tension to emerge in the next coming decade. So can the Asian economic union be, let's say, transforming also to a security umbrella? If so, we haven't seen this yet, not even the first steps at all. However, it's certain that China and US will would act to achieve their goals. China would keep an eye on the ASEAN members not to form a united front against China, while US will start deploying not only security umbrella but also bringing financial resources to the region. Most of the nations in the Asia will love this because why? Because they don't have to act upon. It's still there, and China and US is racing to attract them. However, make no mistake. By time China and also US will force these countries to choose a side, and the stress on the regional equilibrium will only be intensified, and the tension between US and China will only emerge or increase, let's say. So by time they will be forced to choose a side. What will happen? We don't know yet. It depends on the developments meanwhile. So if you like this video, please, there's a like button underneath the screen. Please press on it and share it with your friends. Wherever you are, please stay safe. Have a nice day. Bye.